Hey everybody, Mike here from MB Music. Today I thought I'd take a little bit of time to show you guys how to set up your thrust rod. It's really simple. It's a little scary the first couple of times you do it, but once you get used to it, it's a real easy thing to do. You just got to remember, take small steps with it. Before we get started, I'll show you a couple of basics. One thing is, this is your bow. To get more of this, you loosen. Kind of like a cradle. This is your back bow. To get more of this, you tighten. When I set my guitars up, I like to set them up to where they have just a little bit of bow, not a lot, but enough to where sometimes you get a little bit of buzz at the top of the neck, but it keeps the action real nice and low. You can lower your action really good. You can do hammer-ons, pull-offs, bends, squeals, whatever you want. And by the time it comes out of the amp, you're never going to hear the buzz anyway. So that's usually how I set mine up. Like I said, it's nothing to be scared of. When you find out either you're going to have a hex head that you're going to have to turn for the thrust rod, or you're going to have an Allen. Some of them are inside of the sound hole on an acoustic, so you have to go in through the hole. Others are set up on the end. You got to have 2 or 3 screws to take off the cover right on the headstock, and you can access the thrust rod through that hole. And that's about it. So let's get started. Okay, everybody. So here we go. What I always found works the best is you just take and find the closest fret to the guitar body. In this case, it's the 19th fret. Put your finger on the string and push it all the way down like you're going to play the note. Then you go to the nut, push down on the 1st fret, and you should be able to have, you can touch the string up and down with your finger, and you should be able to have just enough room right in the middle to where you can slip a credit card underneath it. That gives you the basic guidelines. You're going to have to, everyone has their own style of what they like. Depends on how much of a bow you want to it. I always like having just a little bit of bow to mine, and you got to make sure that you have your guitar tuned to the proper tuning when you do this, because it's going to put more or less pressure on the neck by bringing the strings up to starting off at your E string. And this is a Strat, and that'll show you where that's an Allen. That's where your thrust rod is on the Stratocaster. And I also have this is my Gibson SG. Same thing on it. This one here happens to be right around the same fret. Just push down on there. Go down here to the nut. Push down and see what kind of gap you have here in the middle. Same thing on this particular model. You have 2 screws here that you have to take off. This is the thrust rod cover right here. Relatively simple thing to do. Now on the acoustics, you have your sound hole, and the guitar, usually you have to stick something up underneath. Sometimes it takes a special tool to do it even. So hopefully this will help you out, and fairly easy thing. Like I said, just take your time, do a nice job on it, and you'll be fine. Okay folks, that'll do it for this episode. Hopefully this will help you out. I'll put some decent instruction for you. It does work, just take your time. Make sure you don't turn it more than 1/8 inch at a time. Don't go getting torquey on the wrench or nothing when you do it. Just take your time. I'd like to take a minute to give a shout out to Bryan G Johnson. He's got awesome videos on how to become a decent YouTuber. He's really helped me out a lot. So check out his videos when you get a chance, and also check out my music videos. All you have to do is Google Mike Bojtor original music, and it'll take you right to it. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time. Bye.